The man whose local cable access show is filled with nudity has been getting beat up lately. As always, a lot of people are offended by the Jim Spagg show, but now Spagg's triggered a neighborhood brawl that left him battered and in court. Ann Jagger reports on what all the fuss is about.
Spagg or fag? I got some new videos.
You may not like it, but it's Jim Spagg's right of free speech to jump around nude on local cable TV. But a civil court jury threw the book at him when Spagg aired a dispute with his neighbor on this TV show. On hidden camera, Spagg videotaped their confrontations. Jim eggs on his neighbor Ed with insults and then gets pummeled. Then Spagg used this videotape on his TV show while berating Ed. And what's all the fighting about? A woman, of course. It's been a little like Peyton Place around here ever since Jim got home from jail and found that the woman of his dreams had married Ed, his neighbor. But it's not going to end there, because neither man is going to give her up without a fight. This is the woman that drove two middle-aged men to insults and violence. She's divorcing Ed and disagrees with the jury's verdict against Jim.
But I feel that this is going to allow Ed to get away with violence in the future because he's awarded for something violent that he did.
Jim Spagg believes the jury turned against him because they didn't like his show.
Well, I think the jury said if somebody says something you don't like, you can hit them.
These are two lunatics.
Jim Spagg's lawyer lost his case, but sees the jury's verdict a little differently.
I think the jury felt that there had been 6 assaults, but I think the jury felt that they were justified. I think the jury felt that Jim's use of the public access station to air his dispute with his neighbor was the greater crime.
And it's all over a woman. Here's the real kicker. Jim loses a $125,000 lawsuit, and Ed, he loses the girl. Ann Jagger, KGW Northwest News Channel 8.
And now try keeping track of all this. The jury suggested that the neighbor seek anger management counseling. He and his wife are right now locked in a bitter child custody dispute, and if in the future.
Too late. Too late. Jim Spagg's troubles aren't over. His troublesome TV show has already outraged one Oregon lawmaker. Bob Tiernan has introduced 2 bills that would prohibit or severely limit public access television shows containing obscenity.
If somebody wants to watch it, fine. But to have it on public access to where our kids can get up early in the morning or stay up late at night and watch this sort of stuff, I just think is totally unacceptable.
One bill makes the Public Utility Commission to oversee public access television to make sure there is no obscenity. The other requires viewers to ask for those programs from the cable company.